Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 21st, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Last night, met my son and his girlfriend for his birthday dinner up at Arundel Mills, and most bizarrely, all the stores were shutting down between 7:30 and 8 p.m. Even Dave & Buster's. Man, I'll tell you, this COVID has wreaked havoc on all sorts of ways. But we did have a fun evening, and we did celebrate his big 3-0, so there was that. All right, so enough of that. Let's get into today's news, shall we? A 51-year-old Beverly Beach man is recovering in a D.C. burn center after suffering from serious burns in a house fire early Wednesday morning. Crews arrived at the Beverly Avenue home just after 3 a.m. and were faced with flames from a second-floor bedroom window. The bedroom fire was extinguished in about 20 minutes. 40 firefighters responded to the scene, and 2 people were displaced. One firefighter suffered minor burn injuries as well. The house did not have working smoke detectors, and the estimated damage is $75,000. The cause is under investigation. And now it is a good time to remind you to check those smoke detectors monthly and make sure that batteries, if they are in there, are in good shape. They can save your life. A quick update to the spy scandal and the Killsmere couple. Jonathan and Diana Tebbe have both been indicted on conspiracy to communicate restricted data and communication of restricted data. Currently, the couple is being held in federal custody. Another sad update from the Naval Academy. Midshipman First Class Michael Miles passed away in June while on leave. He was found unresponsive at his home in Georgia, and the autopsy results are in, and the former football player died from acute drug toxicity, with the drug being fentanyl. Basically, it's a fancy way to say it was a fentanyl overdose. This one is for all you data nerds out there, and I do include myself among you. The results of the semi-annual Anne Arundel Community College Survey of Local Issues is out, and if you're on our mailing list and live in the county, you received an email invitation to participate in it. Lots of nuggets in there, and you can check out the full 100-plus page report on eyeonannapolis.net. But it seems that the concerns about COVID are waning. Republicans and Democrats are at polar opposite ends of any number of issues, and there's no surprise there. The majority do not feel that the county is moving in the right direction, but it's 50-50 looking at the state. President Biden has a 54% approval rating, Governor Hogan is at 76%, and County Executive Pittman is at 45%. The County Council has an approval rating of 47%, General Assembly at 44%, and the Board of Education has some work to do at 36%. And to be honest, based on the past several weeks, that should not be a surprise to anyone. Lots of interesting info about how Anne Arundelians think. Is that a word? Arundelians? Check it out on eyeonannapolis.net. Here's some good news, and we may be able to blame COVID for it, believe it or not. Last year, the boating industry went wild with people buying boats for the perfect socially distant activity. We did not have a boat show, but it was back this year, and the attendance at this year's Powerboat show was up 20% over the pre-pandemic year of 2019. Mark Schulstad from Pocket Yacht Company told me at the show that he can't keep his Ranger tugs in stock, and the 11 that he had at the show, 6 were already owned by customers, 3 were already sold in advance of the show, and only 2 were available for actual sale at the show. Now, most sales at the fall shows are for orders for a spring delivery, if they make it, and Mark said that his sales this year were up 30% over 2019. So, man, the boat shows are back in full swing. They're booming, as is the marine industry. And congrats to Sheila Jones for a great job in her first year as the new general manager of the boat shows. And as we wrap it up, get a costume ready for your favorite pooch. Homestead Gardens' 9th annual Critter Crawl is back, and it's happening this coming Sunday starting at 2 p.m. You need to pre-register, and you can do that at homesteadgardens.com, and the judging is going to be on the 24th at Homestead in Davidsonville. You'll have categories for the most humorous, original, memorable impressions, showmanship, and, of course, the People's Choice winner as well. There are a bunch of great prizes, including gift cards to Homestead Gardens. This all gets underway at 2 p.m. The judging is at 2:30. If you don't have a pooch, come on out. This is a fun event. And finally, up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, Jason Cherry and Mission Escape Rooms. Next week, it's Anthony and Sean from Galway Bay and their eggnog story. I just recorded that yesterday morning, and the best advice I can offer you right now is if you like their eggnog, which you should, get it sooner rather than later. So you do want to stay tuned for those podcasts. And if you have any suggestions for a Local Business Spotlight, let me know. Thank you to Sue from Whaleworks Design and Illustration for suggesting that I speak with Gluten-Free Bakery Girl. I'll be reaching out to her. And Sue, if you hear this, how about one with Whaleworks? Anyhow, that's it for the news today. A quick thank you to our 4 sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, Rehab to Perform, and Scott Gibson for Ward 2. It is Thursday, so we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Maker Minutes, and of course, George from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All that gets underway in just a bit.
Hi, I'm Scott Gibson, candidate for Annapolis City Council in Ward 2. Did you know that the city has let 1 in 5 police positions go vacant this year? Think about that for a minute. That's 20%. I'm running for City Council because I believe a $152 million budget should be enough to make the investments our community needs. We simply cannot continue to go back to the taxpayer time after time after time and ask for more, especially when our tax rates are already 35% higher than Anne Arundel County. If elected, I'll leverage my nearly 2 decades of experience running $100 million organizations to bring focus and efficiency to your City Council, something I think has been lacking. To learn more or to contact me, please visit scott-gibson.com. Again, that's scott-gibson.com.
Paid for by Friends of Scott Gibson, Sandy Crozier, Treasurer. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, October 21st. Yesterday delivered a very nice weather day to the Annapolis region, and today through the weekend will not disappoint either, as high pressure stays in control for much of the eastern U.S. Look for sunny highs today, again in the mid or upper 70s across all of Anne Arundel County, with sunny highs Friday and Saturday in the 66 to 72 degree range, with mid or upper 60s, and sunshine to follow on Sunday, with more sunshine and low to mid 60s expected early next week. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter each day, and download our app at DCMDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores on all of your devices, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
So maybe you've heard by now, the real estate market is hot. Actually, on fire might be a better term. And if you've been thinking about changing your address lately, but need to get your house market ready, here are a few simple tips to make your house shine. Clear the clutter. Basically making your house look like no one lives there when you still live there. Removing everything from kitchen and bathroom countertops is a great start. Give your house a deep clean. We're not just talking about a simple dust and vacuum. Think of this as detailing your house. Get into those hard-to-reach places, especially in the rooms buyers will focus on, like the kitchen and bathrooms, and power wash the outside walkways and decks. A fresh coat of paint can go a long way. Light gray and white trim is a safe choice. And finally, talk to us. The Kristi Neidhardt Team can help you find things you might not notice around your house that can make a huge difference in your sale price.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Running now through mid-November, check out the Maryland STEM Festival. There's all kinds of events and workshops, in person and online, celebrating STEM in Maryland. Check out marylandstemfestival.org for more details. Kittens and Cups, Annapolis' own cat cafe, has a few workshops coming up. Tomorrow, there's a punch needle class, making a cat paw punch needle project. Then on Sunday, there's another punch needle class, this time making a yin-yang design. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, tomorrow, the Christmas stocking class continues with the second of 3 sessions. Then on Tuesday, their Learn to Knit class continues, with a few more classes coming up in November. Also keep an eye out for their beginner crochet class starting in early November. And as always, if you need some help, they have knit coaching sessions Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. On Saturday, the Wildberry Farm and Market out near Gambrills has another Wildberry Field Market, with local vendors, makers, and small business owners selling all kinds of fun items and gifts. At Blended Essentials in Severna Park, Saturday they have a teen night with Dia de los Muertos, an enchanting evening filled with music, food, and creating. Win prizes for the best dressed as well. And there'll be a repeat on Saturday the 30th. And on Sunday, check out their Spooktacular Kids, where kids can create special potions, crafts, and festive treats. Also, registration is open for their 5 Little Pumpkins workshop on Friday the 29th. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing popcorn hands. At Local by Design, check out their October Annapolis Artisans Market, both Saturday and Sunday. Drop in and check out all their great vendors. At Art Farm in Annapolis, starting this week on Wednesday is beginner photography, and then a bunch of their fall classes continue. Today, there's stop motion animation. Saturday, there's beat making with machine. Monday, there's both Kids Fundamentals of Drawing, as well as an abstract painting workshop. Tuesday, there's virtual botanical drawing for beginners, as well as introduction to graphic design. Then on Wednesday, their 3D sculpture class continues. Also, today, be sure to check out the David Hayes Sculpture Exhibition Kickoff Party at the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week. Today, there's Family STEM Night at the Edgewater Library. Saturday, check out Mulch Matters, an online presentation from the Master Gardeners discussing different types of mulch. Also on Saturday, there's Book of Craft, Gorgeous Gourds, getting started with cosplay at the Crofton Library, start your own balloon engines, design, build, and test a balloon-powered car, as well as creepy crafts. Monday and Wednesday, there's Makerspace open hours at the Bush Annapolis Library. Wednesday, there's STEM at Home at the Glen Burnie Library, as well as a spooky lantern parade at the Linthicum Library. At Unallocated Space in Severn, tonight is another virtual happy hour. Tomorrow is another hybrid, virtual, and in-person DC 443 Hack the Box working group, honing cybersecurity skills. And then on Monday, there's another project night. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday, check out our monthly general meeting, both virtual and in-person, for anyone who wants to check out the shop. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners, like yourself, are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.